Hello, and welcome everyone. I'm Captain Nipplewhisker, and this is Elder Kings 2. Going to be starting a new game in the earlier start date. Game rules will be set to default. Going to be making an adventure. On this campaign, the Dremora is going to be our adventurer. We're going to take one of them and go all around the world, getting as many points of interest as we can. Then finally, we will start conquering all of Tamriel once we've done that. Oh, let's create an adventure here. Yeah, we can make her female if we want. Nah, we'll start with a male character. Alright, let's find a name. Volar. That works for me. We will make him heterosexual. Obviously, he will worship Molag Bal, be a Dremora in culture and ethnicity. Our last name, Ortheus? Yeah, Volar Ortheus. I will take that. Let's see if we can change his appearance, though. Let's randomize this a bit. You know what? That works. I wanted his horns to be backwards. That's really all I cared about. Yeah, we'll take him, and alright, we will start off at the good old age of 16, so we get as many customization points as we can. We will be of the mage for 4 arcane bonus. Then we're going to be a golden sovereign. I want him to be able to make as much money as possible off the beginning. Then we got to worry about how people are going to treat us. We need to be a little bit more diplomatic if we can. So, honest isn't a bad trait, so we're going to take honest. Chase wouldn't really affect us too negatively with fertility. We should be gregarious. Yeah, we'll become gregarious. And one more. We will become ambitious, just for an overall one. Perfect. So, other traits. They do add a bunch of other traits into this game, but I see no reason for us to get any of these. Most of them are, not the best. Worshipping. Oh, actually, there is one I want to get. It's Novice Evoker. Just so that we do have the ability to cast spells with this guy. With that, we still have some points we need to fill out. We're going to make sure he has at least 1 base arcana. And then, I believe I'm going to just keep his diplomacy up. Maybe enough for 1 more prowess, it looks like. Well, maybe we'll start off with 2 arcana. Ooh. Yeah, I'd rather have 2 arcana and -1 prowess. Our guy's not going to be really fighting that much. We're going to be using all of our followers and then vassals to do all of our warring. So, we will submit that, and we will start this campaign off. Boom. Also, off the beginning, we're not going to take any of these initial followers you can get because they start off as, put it there, Yokuden. Now, by default, your first 2 followers are always going to like you. They will stay, true to you and won't mess with you. So you don't have to worry about that. But I have plans on bringing Dremora with me, and these guys will absolutely systematically kill them one by one. So for that reason, we are not going to take any followers at the beginning. This pop-up is just letting me know that because I am Dremora, our culture doesn't exist anywhere on Tamriel, and to keep to proper storyline, the developers decided that you can never actually land this culture anywhere in Tamriel. To offset this, because you won't have a cultural head, they made it so that randomly every 20 years you'll just get a cultural innovation. So with that, we got to choose our lifestyle, which we're going to go down stewardship. Our first tree we'll be going down is architect, so we can see how it's done. This will give us 20 gold pieces every point of interest we visit. And then worldly knowledge. This will make it so that all of our followers will get an extra skill point every time we visit a capital point of interest. Now, in normal game, this is already OP. I find these two when you're an adventurer, but especially in Ek2 because our character is immortal. Even with such characters that are maybe elven, they still get a higher lifespan. So going around and collecting all these free points is very beneficial to any character creation, pretty much. Plus, it's a good way to go around and see all the different locations that the game has to offer. I do find that the people who created this mod did a very good job at capturing a lot of the places. Alright, with that, we need to choose a camp focus. And we're going to take explorers just because we're going to be traveling by sea quite a bit. And that'll reduce the danger, it'll give us travel speed, and we'll find more transport contracts, which is going to be the bulk of the contracts we take. And we need to choose a patron. We only get one, of course, because we specifically worship Molag Bal. Now we need to find some followers, because we are all by our lonesome right now. So, let's see if we can get a free point first. And we did. We got an extra free diplomacy point. That is very good. Alright, so it's giving us some Dremora off the hop. And we're going to take this guy first thing because he is free. But we can't roll around with just one follower. We need a couple. So we're going to go back into the castle holding. And now he will join me. Let's see if he'll train with me. No, he will not yet. That's okay. We'll go back into the tavern, and we got a bad dice roll on that. We'll head back out and go back in there. Once again, another bad roll. But we can keep wash, rinse, and we can keep doing this over and over again until we find some Dremora. Because eventually it will give us some. And this is pretty much the only time I will get a chance to find any more Dremora. It's not being very nice to me right now, though, that's for sure. There we go, there's another one. Alright, so it cost 150 bucks, and it's going to put us in debt. But we just have to do that in order to get some Dremora. Now, I have 2 followers. I would like at least 2 more. So, we're going to just keep rolling those dice. I would like to take you, but unfortunately, you're blocked by the one place that I took the free recruitment from. But as long as we keep re-rolling the dice over and over again, eventually it will give it to us. So, we're going to take her on, and now we're up to 3 followers. So, all I want is 1 more follower. There we go. We will take you. Now, that put us in an extreme amount of debt. That's going to make most of our followers not like us right off the hop because of it. Because we gotta earn some money back. But let us see if we can marry one of these people. Now we can, but we won't have any children because technically I'm infertile. Which is no good. Maybe we might be able to marry them off to each other though. So if we do that, there's a medium chance of these 2 having children. So let's try that out. Now let's see if the other 2 will get married, and they will. So we'll marry them off, and there is no chance because Yakal is in fact infertile. So instead of Yakal getting her, I'm going to take her as a wife. Because if you're not going to have children anyways, I would prefer having a wife. Beautiful. Also, we're going to start by swaying her off the hop. With that, we need to assign everyone in our camp. So, we're going to make Yakal our caravan master. He's got pretty decent martial, and we're going to need a lot of protection because everyone hates Dremoras. And then for the rest, we're just going to assign whoever is the best right now because everyone's going to be a Dremora in our camp. So, we've got everyone assigned. We'll make our wife our second and our personal physician. I would like you guys both improving your skills off the hop. I don't have very much prestige to begin with, but that's okay. We'll eventually easily get some more, and we can only have 2 champions right now. Another problem is, because we're Dremora, we get less men-at-arms, so we're going to be fighting an uphill battle to getting men to fight with. Well, with that, we're going to go back into the castle holding one more time to see if we might be able to get a contract. And no, it's only a treasure. We don't want that. So we are done there. Now, there are many directions we could start this journey off. Usually I like to go down this way, go down to Alinor, and start skipping across these ways and collecting all the points of interest. I have to be a little bit more careful, though, because we are a Dremora. We are going to start off by going to these these islands right here for 2 points of interest. One being there, and then one being there. Also along the way, we're going to scout for talent. It's rare, but sometimes it will give you a Dremora. But the main point of being an adventurer with this character is to get all of these points of interest. Now this is going to take a couple of episodes to do. But once we're done that, then we'll start conquering. With that, we'll move the camp, and we'll put it to speed 4. I'll very rarely take it out of speed 4 while I'm an adventurer. Nah, we won't take anything that way. Yeah, and hopefully I can get some people to like me, because I did take some traits, which makes me more likable. We don't have any stress, so we'll just go like that. Alright. Here is our first escort contract. Which, of course, is going to be dangerous for us. Just like that, we're heading back. Well, let's go fishing. Oh, it's only going to let me go alone. I might get the train calm. And that's a hard no. We're not too low on provisions yet, so I won't go gathering them. I will come in here, see if I can... Nope, can't get a free point. What about the town crier? Are you going to give me any good contracts? I'll only be taking transport contracts from the town crier. Let's risk it. Nope. No food for them. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and take the last point of interest from this place. But we're going to customize our route so that we go through water and avoid all that danger. Ah, yes. Alright, that gave us some more stewardship points. We're going to visit the city holding. So again, see if I can get a point. That is a no. And is there any good contracts? That is also a no. And I don't have money for those. We are done there. We'll try to gather some provisions, though. 187, which isn't very much. What we will do, then, is request some from this guy. Perfect, that puts us back up to our maximum provisions. Now, we gotta choose where we want to go after this. I usually go to these islands first, because, you know, there's just a couple here, just to get them out of the way. Problem is, we have to think about provisions. We're not going to be getting very many contracts because of who we are. So to start it off, I could go to Alinor. But those guys hate me. I think I want to come here last. Or do I? Yeah, no, I want to go there last. So we're going to head to Daggerfall first. Just so I'm by land, I'll get more, or mass land. That way I'll get better opportunities at things. And yeah. Let us start our adventure. Ooh, okay, that's a little rough for my computer to be at that angle with all those symbols up. So here we are, Daggerfall. Which is ironic because it's one of the first games, so it's a good place to start. And it did give us another escort emissary contract, so we will take that. It's going to be dangerous, but there's very little we can do about that, unfortunately. We are going to customize our route, though, because it looks like by going this way, it's a little bit more safe. Well... So there's a 50-50 chance that he pays me. And he pays me. Perfect. Need the money. Yeah, let's try to get some provision. No, it's not in the budget. This is actually a better choice to make, because overall you'll start using less provisions. Perfect. That gets us a little bit more out of debt. And none of these I really want to do. I don't really want to do Hunt Criminal. I'm not the best at Steward or at Marshal and everything. So we're gonna visit this castle holding. No one will still travel with me. Unfortunate. And no free point either. Learning, hiring, ugh. Well, maybe we can get some free supplies. We did. Also, we are able to probably request some supplies because of that contract I did, so we will take those. Hunting a criminal. How much money would you be giving me? $54. But unfortunately, this also would put me into a lot of danger because I'd have to travel around these areas. So we're going to say a hard pass on that. We are, however, going to go here by water. Perfect. So it's going to cost us 333 provisions. That's justifiable. And this gentleman is offering me a book. Now, it's probably not of my faith, so there is no point of me getting it. So, there's a good chance I'm about to get sick and herd. And this would dramatically hurt me. Yeah, we get sick and herd, but there's nothing I can do about that for now. And I'm not going to take the risk of all my guys getting sick. It's just not worth it. But I will take this contract. Hoping maybe going by water will reduce a little bit of the danger. By quite a bit, actually. And yes, I'll always be taking these delays that give me experience. Ooh, can I blast them away? Yes, I can. So, I'll spend 20 magic to blast them away. One thing I forgot to also do is to check to see what kind of spells I started with. See if I can cast a spell on myself. Do I have any good rituals? Arcane Outlet. stress loss or prowess. Feather, which will give me travel speed. Oak flesh, travel safety. Thank you so much. I will be taking that and being very happy about it. All right, we're starting to sway her pretty good. She would never disrespect the sanctity of our marriage. Plus, she can't get pregnant anyways. Oh wait, I think she can. I can't. Well, then let us look at this castle holding. So finally, someone's coming with me. It's her. She won't do any training with me though. Alright, well, as per the usual, we'll just make our rounds in the castles. And we got some free food. But not much else we need. So, with that, we need to move to the next point of interest. Perfect. We're just going to take the stress on this. I do not want to take gallows bait, so I'm going to avoid it as much as possible. This pop-up is just letting me get a free point, either in diplomacy, stewardship, or magic. And because magic is hard to get, we will be increasing that. I will take the trait wounded because there's a good chance I could die from this. So I'll just lose the 15 bucks and get wounded because look at that. My wife cured it for me. Unfortunately, that did not give me any more transport contracts. That's a little disappointing. We'll visit the temple holding while we're here. I really don't want to spend money right now, so we'll get out of there. But we will take the Blessing of Peace. This is going to give me piety, stress loss, and technically some life expectancy, but I don't really need that because I'm immortal. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll visit the garden, and I do not want to convert. So, let's head back, go to the tavern, maybe get a free point. Ooh. We'll lose 4 stress, though, while we're here. Nothing at the town crier. Very unfortunate. Well, we'll take a risk. Got some free provisions there. Yeah, we still cannot make a request for more provisions. Well, with that, we need to move on then. I think we're going to move here next. Yeah, it's going to be dangerous in some spots. That is alright. Beautiful. It has given us 2 transport contracts now. Which hopefully we can do both of those. Seems like the safest way to travel, so we will do that. And we'll just gain some experience for that. Nice. My wife became my novice physician. Ooh. I'm going to take this risk. I got the stress, dang. And I'll take the delay. Doesn't bother me that much. We will head back. Take the stress loss. And I'll take the delay. Delays aren't a big deal when you're an immortal, so... Perfect. Now, let's take this contract, and this should be the last one we need to get out of debt. Now, it is a dangerous, dangerous one. Maybe if we go this way, around, it will take longer, but it'll be a lot more safer, and I'm a lot more comfortable with that. Also, while we're going by here, we might as well hit these points of interest just to knock those out of the way. Alright. Well, I could take the stress loss, or I could risk it and become a flexible leader, which I'm going to. And we did get it. So that gives me the flexible leader trait. Very good. Never know, I might have to go to war with my character. And we are finally out of debt. And also, we were able to make my wife like me. So we'll stop scheming against her like that. Now let's see if we can romance her. And our chances are pretty damn good at 95%. I can encourage their friendship, but I'm just going to stand back and let them do that. So I don't want to risk making them angry. With that, we get our first final skill point, which we're going to go into camp taxes to get domicile income. Just taking a look at how these guys are doing too. Eventually, once they get to excellent status, we'll switch them over to gathering provisions. We have ran into Khajiit the Liar. This gives us 1 learning point. Beautiful. Made it back safe. Let's visit this castle holding. Still no training for free. Okay, let's see if we can get some more contracts. Diplomacy, stewardship, nope. He said I'll only be taking transport contracts from there. I actually have enough money to buy what we need, so I'm gonna do that. There, well, we need to keep going down the dusty trail. And that is our next point of interest, costing us 302 provisions. Let's go. This is going to give me a chance to use a teleporter, but we're not that good yet, so we're just going to go by conventional means. And yes, I would love to lose the stress. Perfect. It did give us another transport contract, which we are going to take. And it is very safe, so that's a bonus. Alright, I will teach them the ways of our religion. And that does not give me enough yet. Perfect. We finally have enough money to make our first camp upgrade. Now, what I'm going to go with is Camp Perimeter. This will give me base traveling safety and speed, but gives us access to forward scouts as a traveling modifier, which gives us a huge boost to traveling safety. Now, I could take her on as my field mage, but unfortunately, you are mortal, so that's not going to work for me. Nice. Delay of 7 days for 15 bucks. I will always take money. Alright. Now we're going to visit this castle holding. No training, and I don't want to take this person. Because, yeah, you are mortal too. Is there anything special about you? You're strong. Nothing really great. Alright, well, we'll go to the tavern then. No free point. No contracts I want. but I will buy some food. One thing I gotta start looking for too is every now and then they will put someone of your culture in here, so it's very, very rare, but it does happen. So let's keep moving to our next point of interest, which is right here. But I'm going to customize my route so I don't go through that much danger. We're going to come out this way, go through water, and do that. Yeah, that's more safe that way. Perfect. But unfortunately, that did not generate any more contracts. No free training. No free point. And no Dremora. No transport contracts. I don't want to risk injuring her. We'll just take that. Well, guess we just got to keep moving then. Once again, we will be going by water, because that's just smarter. And I got another stewardship perk, which we will invest into on the road. Alright, finally, transport contract. And it's not very far, so let's take that. Alright, I'm also going to put this pin up so that I'm aware of when my camp has made something. Let's take a look at those two that are married, though. My followers, I believe it was you. No, not that guy. So it's you two. I'm going to keep a pin on her, just in case they do end up having a child. I want to be able to see that. Chances are very low, but there is a chance. What's going on here? Wasn't I doing a contract? No, I can make a request, though, from that guy for provisions. Did I visit the castle holding? I'm having a brain fart here. Let me just go through it all again. No, I did not, because that wouldn't have been available, so... Okay... And we are full on supplies. Well, now, where do we go from here? Because I still need to swing by and gather all these points. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to move up this way. Now this is going to be some very dangerous areas for my character. People really don't like us around here. Well, what I could do is maybe go about this a different direction. We're gonna go here. Oof. No, I made a mistake there. Let's abandon that. Port travel. Okay. So, we're going to move camp to here, like I said. But we're going to customize our route so that we go through water. I knew it was going to do that to me. Yeah, I know that's going to make it take a lot more food out of me, but I just would feel safer going this direction. So that's what we're going to do. And then hopefully deal with our food problem when we get there. We're going to gain the Traveler trait. Ah, now let's see if we romanced her. Perfect. She is now my soulmate. So let's start making the rest of our camp happy with us. Which mostly they are, but it's just better to have them at 100%. Perfect. Now we've made our camp perimeter. I'm going to upgrade this as much as I can and as often as I can. Because travel safety will be paramount for this character. I can't say that enough, to be honest. So, let's see if I can treat her. She gains severe frostbite. Bummer. Perfect. Now, I have 150 piety. One great thing about being a Dremora is I get to summon a dynasty member from the Plains of Oblivion. So let's do that. They're 25, and I'm 18. It's kind of funny, though, because they're considered my player heir and son. I don't think there's anyone we can... Yeah, you can't get married to anyone right now, so... Let's see if he's any good at anything else. He is average at this. We need to assign him a role, so we're going to make him our physician. Still nobody good at this, though, hey? Oh, well. So, we're going to buy a bunch of traps. That way, we get better safety. There we go. And good to see those two getting along. Ooh. I think I will take the money. Yes, I am going to go with the money. Then we're going to take these contracts. Yikes, that's not fun. Instead, we're going to go by water again. Beautiful. You're coming home with me, you call. Hold on, help is coming. We gained the trait wounded, but I'm okay with that because, boom, successful wound treatment. So you always have a physician on you. Nothing will make me, yeah, let's see. Oh, perfect. Gained good meal. Travel safety. +5. And now we will head back to our camp. Perfect. We lose 11 stress. And with this, we will simply have fun with it to lose the stress. Ooh, we will take the stress here, though. And the delay. Alright. Back to doing some more transport contracts. This one is a little dangerous. Maybe. I mean, this is a lot safer. But I do want to get that point of interest, though. That's 27%. Actually, no, that is not safer. What we're going to do is make sure on the way there, we hit that up. But I want to skip over that. And then on our way back, we're going to hit that up. We're still going to come back through this way. Alright. I'm satisfied with that. Perfect. So this is going to give us 600 men for 50 bucks. And I will always take that every time the pop-up comes. So that's just 600 free levies. Well, not free, I should say. It did cost me quite a bit of money. Ooh, I can spend 20 arcane, so we're going to do that. And it gave us 15 bucks. Ooh, we're not building right now, so let's keep that going. Right. So, we do need some provisions, so let's gather some. None found. But we can make a request from some of these people, which I'm going to. You can hire a court mage. Oh, our physician. Okay. Huh. Did not know you could do that. Act independently, but don't use any hostile spells. Beautiful. That's actually very nice that he can do that. Okay, we need to visit the Academy Holding. Alright, maybe a free point. That's a no. We'll see. Nope, no, none of us there. Town Crier. No transport. Supplies. We will risk this. Nice. Very good. With that, we need to keep moving on. To here, which this is not going to be the funnest thing to do. But now that we have Fort Scouts, I'm going to put those into place. And would you look at that? That is a lot safer. So yeah, I'm going to go with that. Now I don't want to take the risk of getting sick, so unfortunately you're taking the risk. Beautiful. Oh, I gained the trait Military Engineer. And gained a stewardship perk. Beautiful. Alright. So now we're going to get see how it's done. Every one of these points of interest I've been traveling to now will give me money just by going through them. Right. So why don't we just take this way the whole way? Okay, that is on the way back. Yeah. I don't know why it would send me purposely into a direction of danger, but that's alright. Okay, this has always made me laugh, and I think it's something they need to kind of fix when it comes to Ek2. So I got the pop-up to raise, or for a random kid to raise them. Now, when this pop-up happens, it always puts them underneath your religion and your culture. But I mean, take a look at her. Does that look anything like a Dremora? And she doesn't have the immortality trait. She's an imbecile. That's rough. That's rough. That being said, though, I'm still going to train her because just doing that gives me 500 free learning experience. And technically, she is a Dremora. Which is, I'm thinking, gonna make things a little interesting if she survives, come down the bloodline, and, you know, I give her some land or something, she starts having babies. It could be interesting. Alright, do I want to accept the Mage's Boon? This will give me Arcane Plus for 1 for 10 years. Nah, we'll just take the Piety. And of course, I don't want to take you on, so we'll increase our prowess by 1. Perfect. Alright, hopefully he heals her leg. Alright, yeah, nobody's injured. Beautiful. And it sounds like we did upgrade our camp. Now, unfortunately, I can't afford to upgrade this anymore right now. But that's okay, because I also want to get baggage train. This will help us hold on to some more supplies as we travel. Ooh, what's this going to give me? For 10 years, intrigue plus 3. Nah, we'll just take the prestige. Shadow's Boon. Or just go to sleep. Well, I don't need to lose stress, so I guess we'll take the Shadow's Boon. Perfect. So, we can't visit the castle here because it's under attack. Alright, well, we'll keep her going then. Yeah. Looks like this will be our next point of interest. Ooh, but we are dramatically low on food. Okay, let's see if we can get some there. That helps out. Where was that point of interest? Right there. And yes, we are going to go by water, though. Cost us 459 in food. It's not bad. Alright. Unfortunately, this place is also under attack, and we did not get any contracts either. Very bad. So I guess we'll move down to here. Get that next point of interest. Alright, do I want to get diplomacy or stewardship? I will take some stewardship. So, do I want to chance it for an artifact or guaranteed 481 provisions? Right now, I'm going to take the provisions. Perfect. Let us start an escort emissary. Oh, it's nice and close. 'Twas not hard at all. 'Twas not hard at all. But while we're here, we'll visit the temple. And yet again, I don't need any of this. Can't take the boon, but I will donate $15 to get some more piety. Alright. And I do not want to convert. So, we're done with that then. Let's go into the tavern here. Maybe get a free point. No. No Dremora to recruit. And no transport contracts, which is a bummer. This is my wife, isn't it? No, this is my bodyguard, so I will risk it with her. And we did get the provisions. Nice. And I got a perk for lifestyle. For martial. So the first path we're going to go down is the overseer. This will help us use 20 less provision eventually. Alright. Once again, we just got to keep moving. Now, which direction do I want to head is the question. I'm going to have to come back this way at some point, so I'm going to avoid these ones here. Mainly because I can show you quickly. It really doesn't matter who you are in this game. This is an epic, usually an epic, dangerous place to go. So I'm going to wait till my camp is a little bit more upgraded and then swing back around and get those ones. So we're going to head up this way. I am known for my dedication to my faith, so we will take shelter to lose the stress. The delays do not bother me. Ooh, once again, no freaking transport contracts. Don't really need to visit the temple. Don't need any of that. I will take the hostler trait, though. Just get that out of the way. Oh, wait. I also forgot to see. No Dremora for recruitment. No transport contracts. Risk it. Sweet, got some free provisions, though. We will always take the free provisions. So our next spot is right here. This is going to be dangerous, but it is what it is. I mean, I could stop scouting for talent and then maybe put on pathfinding gear. It costs me $4 and it really doesn't reduce that much. This place. Screw it. We'll do it. I gained the trait Witch, but 44 stress. That's not good. Ooh, okay. Okay. That didn't give me any options, so I don't know what that was about. And we did finally get baggage train, so that should give us a head porter. Unfortunately, none of my guys are willing to be a head porter right now. So I'm thinking I might actually have to take on a human character. Unless, let's see. Let's see how many Dremora are out there right now. Are any wanderers? So you're his admiral. No, you're my guy. My guy. Ooh, there is a guest over there. Problem is, you usually just can't recruit them. Huh. So yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get more Dremora into my cause. That's going to be interesting. Oh, detailed map. Here we go. I will be buying that. That is a beautiful find, because this item right here gives me 20% travel speed, safety, better opinion for my companions, and provision capacity. That thing is sick. Right. So we did end up getting a transport contract. And we will take it. This is... See how dangerous going through all this would be. It's actually not that dangerous for me right now. So I am going to actually get all those, just to get them out of the way. Oh, can I make a request? Alright, this is a pop-up asking if I want her to become my daughter, and the answer is fuck no. I just wanted the free learning experience, which eventually gave me a point. And there's really no point of going down here except for these three. atomic studies so I get better results and maybe not get injured. And then the carefree. And then, yeah, wash your hands because you can still become diseased. One thing I wanted to check, though, with my immortality, I cannot become incapable. Okay, that is good. Alright, this is just going to give me 75 free prestige. Why not? Oh, Winter Soldier would be an amazing trait to have, but there's only a 20% chance. We'll just lose the stress then. So this guy wants to join my camp. Nothing special about him. 25. Hates me. I don't want to take the stress either. So I guess we'll just get some cultural acceptance between us, I guess. And yeah, more stewardship. I like that. And we are going to retreat, because I will not take the risk of dying. That's going to make me injured, and perfect. I lost the trait injured. Oh, I am not building right now. We got to keep building. Yeah, we're just going to take another direction. 14 days of a delay is nothing to losing one of my characters. This guy's going to give me 50 bucks. I'll lose 15 bucks, but this is going to give me prowess for 5 years and minus 15 stress gain. So now that we're back, we're going to visit the tribal holding. No free points. No character to recruit. No transport contracts. Bummer. And we're going to risk it. We did get some food, though. Also, we're going to use that request interaction to get some more provisions. Alright, so one place I did miss is up here. So we're going to go to this island to get the beneficial points of that. Take that off. We'll go back to Scout for Talent. And maybe, just maybe, it'll give me a Dremora. Hit the road. You're human. I trust our captain. Oh, thank God. That one freaked me out. Sweet. So, this is a place with a bunch of vampires. We're going to go fishing while we're here. Need to get the comm trait. Just lose the stress. With that, we're going to visit the castle holding. No free training. No free point. Oh, yes. Oh, no, I wanted to do that. Yes, I got to start spending money. I did that really quick, but what that did was it gave me some experience in being a hostler. Now, the more experience I get at wit, it'll increase my diplomacy every time. So we're going to do that as much as we can. Alright. So, let's see who's up for recruitment. All human. Don't want any of them. Nothing at the town crier. That's fucking brutal. You are not injured, my bodyguard. So, let's risk it. And we did get the provisions. Beautiful. Right. So, then, we are about to head into Skyrim now. And head here. 234 provisions. Now this is a very familiar area that most people who have played Skyrim will recognize, because this is where Serena is. Yeah, this is Lord Harkin and his daughter Serena are held up in here. For some reason, the modders of this game decided to make her asexual. And that being the case, you can't actually ever entice her into a relationship. So, but her and her father and her mother is still alive at this time frame, they are all vampires. So, that's very interesting. And yeah, so next episode I will be going into Skyrim with my Dremora character. And as you can see, I've added some models to kind of give it a little bit more flavor pop as we're traveling through this area. And pretty far we've done good, you know, none of our characters have died, which is very hard to do as a Dremora. We've managed to collect quite a few points of interest. You know, you can kind of see we made our path through this way. We're eventually going to have to come back around to get these ones, but I'm not too worried about them right now. So, that being said, I think this was a successful first episode, and yeah, I will see you on episode 2.